And some notable injuries for both teams. As we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
The injury story certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Anthony Davis. Washington out there with Flagg. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's Nembhard in at the guard position. And for the Jazz, Markkanen is out there with Bailey. Then there's Filipowski. Then it's Keyonte George. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. So here we go. It's game 1 of the regular season for both teams. And Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
Nembhard, the pass to Davis. Flagg with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Washington inside. Defended by Filipowski. And it's Washington missing. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and Coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Down low, Filipowski, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Pass to Marshall. There's a good screen. Driving to the basket. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Here's Markkanen, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Now, Nembhard. Nembhard sets the pick for Flagg. Offline from the high post.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
It's stolen by Nembhard. Outside, Davis. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Outside, George. To the left side wing. Bailey misses.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one.
Here's Mikhailuk. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Nembhard. Hasn't made one yet. Davis up top. He's guarded by Markkanen. 2 points. That one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's stolen by Davis. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And a wide open look for Flagg. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 5. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Davis setting the pick for Flagg. To the inside. And it's Davis missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And to be 6'9", pulling up like this, that's special stuff from Bailey. One of the many reasons people are so excited about this kid.
And it's Davis missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bailey passes to George. And it's blocked. Pass to Flagg. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Ace Bailey.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
That free throw, no good. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
Here's Markkanen. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Pass to Marshall. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden do you think about changing his rotation minutes for the rest of the half?
Collier, he's checked in for Bailey. Nembhard with it, still without a basket. To the middle, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Nembhard against George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And doors with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town. So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Up top, Washington, defended by Filipowski. The rebound by the Jazz.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think, we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
And he makes both free throws. And last season, the Utah Jazz DB finishing with the worst record in franchise history.
And that, Kevin, is a striking contrast from a period of time where the Jazz, one of the league's winningest teams. But you start to lose in the hopes that you can get high draft picks. But for all of that losing a season ago, they slide in the lottery, and patience is required yet again.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. George with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Flagg. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And, Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
So much hype around Cooper Flagg. Just an all-around type of forward. Can guard and play multiple positions. I cannot wait to see his career develop.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Filipowski, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Filipowski's got his second basket of the night. Mavericks trail by 10. On the wing, Davis. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Washington with this screen on George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Marshall. Washington, that's good.
Well, athletic, long, P.J. Washington on the interior. Yeah, that's a pretty good bet.
Shoots from the line. Rebound by Marshall. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. Williams against George. Inside. And Davis gets it to go. That's 7 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Markkanen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That's his first foul. Here's George. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
You can see Keyonte George, a guy who can score it, but that ability to pass and complement that scoring so critical.
Doris, energy on both ends. Threes and defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
First free throw is good. And Christie drops them both. Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Sensabaugh. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and another 3 for Utah.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Outside Williams. Here's Marshall. To the paint. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him.
P.J. Washington is unafraid to mix it up on the interior. And that dunk, that was emphatic.
Filipowski. And he banks in the layup. Filipowski's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
High post, Davis. And they pick up 2. 9 points in the game so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Back to Marshall. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. Over George. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Jazz leading by 11. With the drive.
Name a type of shot. Keyonte George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from George.
Well, Keyonte George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
Love's checked in for Utah. Anderson comes in for Markkanen. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caleb Martin comes in for P.J. Washington. That's Thompson in for Najee Marshall. Mavericks trail by 12. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Christie kicks to Martin. Outside Williams. Martin with the screen for Williams. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Klay Thompson. Max Christie out there with Williams. Then there's Powell. And it's Martin in at the 4. Powell outside. Pass to Martin. Out to Thompson. The 3. And the Mavericks another 3.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Love outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson dishes to Williams. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
to the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Left side, Williams. Over in the corner, Christie. Thompson outside. Pass to Williams. Powell inside. Working on Love. The shot by Powell, no good. Anderson outside. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Martin. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Both teams deciding to change it up. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Fifth, the Jazz.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
Mavericks trail by 10. Pass to Powell. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Davis doing his thing inside.
Selfless play from Flagg. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
Here's Mikhailuk. Nemhard covering. Here's Love. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Jazz have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Love.
Well, Kevin Love has a championship to his credit. He was a one-time star who has really settled nicely into being a role player.
The Jazz making a switch here. Collier's checked in. That one is no good. TB, no question. Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned. Now, this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer just so skilled, he can find different spots to be effective.
The three from Davis. The rebound by Collier. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen from outside. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 11. He can't get that one. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Left side, Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Collier. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And he drives in. And it's Flagg missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Collier. Another miss by Utah. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. 11-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now Bailey. Love the pass to Bailey. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Jazz lead by 11.
I mean, that's a spot on the floor Bailey can really make his own, especially at that size.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Kevin Love. The Mavericks also with a sub. Washington's checked in for Dwight Powell. Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Christie. Back to Nembhard. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good on the triple. Washington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. And it's Flagg with the rebound.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
The defense trying to stifle Flagg inside, but even the physicality won't stop this young man.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Flagg. George is checked in for Utah. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Both shots good from the stripe. Utah leading by 6. Here's Mikhailuk. 7 points in the game. Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Baseline jumper, and he hits the jumper for 2. George has got 6.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Marshall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Marshall hits them both. So it's the Jazz now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Goes up on the high post. Lepowski passes to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Hands it from downtown. 10 points for him.
Nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
Now Nembhard. He takes it in. Markkanen with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Davis. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Back to George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. George has got 8 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Marshall passes to Davis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And Utah making a change here. Love's checked in. And that one falls for Davis. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 16 points per last year, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And it's Bailey in the corner. And here's George. 8 points for him.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
On defense, Dallas. They trail by 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
To me, great offensive players have got to be able to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Keyonte George does just that.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from George. And the Mavericks making a change here. Christie's checked in. And George drops them both. Mavericks trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is George. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. And he knocks down the jumper. George has got 12 in the game.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
Pass to Marshall. Flagg sends a screen for Marshall. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Utah. They've held a 12-point lead early.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Down low, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here is Dallas. 8-point game. Drives to the hoop, and that one's good. Flagg. He's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bailey passes to Filipowski. And it's denied.
Denied by the rook. Cooper Flagg. Believe the height.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's Mikhailuk. 10 points for him. And that one drops for him. Here's Flagg. Pass to Marshall. Here's Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Back to George. Here's the floater. The Mavericks pull it in. Flagg's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Washington. In the corner, it's Flagg. Now Marshall. The tray. Rebound, Love. Here's Bailey. Marshall defending. Count the basket.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
Pass to Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, we've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
That free throw good from Washington.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
Collier, he's checked in for Mikhailuk. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Utah leading by 7. Bailey with the ball. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Love. That shot off the mark.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
And the shot goes in. 10 points for Cooper Flagg.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Love with the screen for George. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Jazz. They lead by 5. From Delta Center, back in a moment.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Utah Jazz.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance by their second unit. Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. And we got a question here from Christo at Point. Between Kenny and Shaq, who's the best at playing 2K?
Oh, it's got to be me, Ernie. Come on. Shaq's hands are too big for the controller.
See, that's where you're mistaken, my guy. I don't even need a controller, Kenny. I'm in the game. I can program it from the inside.
So basically, you're saying you're going to cheat. Yeah, okay. That disqualifies you right there.
Well, Christo, I bet that's not the answer you were expecting. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Keyonte George. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Sinks the triple.
Well, Flagg can do it all. He can initiate, and he can beat you off the catch as well.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. PJ Washington is playing for his hometown team. He said, I grew up in Dallas from 2nd grade to 10th grade. Being home is great. There's no pressure at all. It's just exciting. I look at it as an opportunity to be aggressive, win games, and just be me. It's a dream come true. Guys?
They are happy to have him. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
About the showmanship there by Bailey.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Mavericks trail by 7. It's Davis on the wing. To the inside. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 10 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Filipowski with it. Washington's on him. Filipowski passes to Markkanen. And the layup is good. He's got 15.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Bucket is good.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Buries it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Here's Nemhard. Pass to Flagg. From outside, off the mark. Now Bailey. Now George. Clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. A rebound by Washington.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nembhard with it. George picks him up from deep. Washington. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, P.J. Washington's coaches and teammates always encourage him to be ready to rise and fire. Catch and shoot, just lean into it.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Marshall. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Pass to Filipowski. Now Bailey. Jacks up a 3. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. And there it is for him. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Mikhailov. Back to George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, you love to see Keyonte George power through it all, flexing on the defense right there.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Flagg with it. 13 points in the game. And here's Davis for 3. No points there. 9 for 14 from the floor, but still shooting 64% this game. Bailey passes to Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen that right there puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
First one falls for him. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent's scout, you're getting the best defender, you might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Flagg sets a screen for Washington. Bangs home the trifecta. Washington's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Davis now top of the key. Markkanen with the block.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
A nice shot by George.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Marshall sets a screen for Washington. Pass to Davis. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, with your 4th foul, you are going to have to be selective with how you guard and how physical you are.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Flagg. He's got 13. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
This one for 3. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Left side, Davis. Back to Christie. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for Christie. Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Mikhailuk. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. Washington kicks to Williams. Powell with a screen on George. Williams' shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bailey passes to Filipowski. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
And here is Marshall. 8 points for him. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. Washington, that's good.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Now Bailey. 8 points for him. Love with the screen on Williams. From deep, George. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Christie, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Williams drops them both. Jazz leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Love. And Love throws it down.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
Williams passes to Washington. Pass to Flagg. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell's checked in. Now here's Williams. Marshall sets a screen for Williams. 4 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
Such a skilled guy to guard. Love a difficult matchup for anybody.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That free throw good from Love.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Williams, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Both free throws good from Love. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Luke passes to Bailey. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Bailey's got 5 points in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Williams. Marshall with it. He's got 11. Driving in. And the dunk by Powell.
Now, Powell, a terrific option in the pick and roll. Knows to slash and finish.
Williams against George. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Anderson. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target. Dallas shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Christie kicks to Williams. Here's Flagg. He's guarded by Love. Inside. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Jazz leading by 6. And the dunk by Love.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
George against Williams. Takes it inside. A 3. Marshall. They get the rebound. Pass to Christie. From the arc. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bailey with the ball. Now defended by Flagg. And here's George. To the middle. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Anderson. And now a 10-point Jazz lead.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Flagg. The free throw drops for Powell.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Love. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Williams. Back to Davis. Over Anderson. And it's Davis missing. With 1 on the clock.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Jazz. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. We've got Williams. Thompson is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Christie. Mavericks trail by 9. Inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. The Jazz shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Outside Markkanen. Here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Well, this is where Anderson has functioned for most of his career. So savvy on the interior.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Shots good by Williams.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Markkanen. Davis with some nice D. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside, Markkanen. Goes up on the block. Love in the post. Bank shot. No good.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
What I love about Kyle Anderson is he uses his size and length to his advantage, and he has to because he's not the most athletic guy.
Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Kevin Love. The Mavericks also with a sub. Washington's checked in.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a two-possession game, and he got it.
Davis setting the pick for Williams. Utah with the rebound. Collier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, here's Filipowski.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here is Williams. Outside, Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Well, AD is difficult to guard without fouling. And if you don't believe me, just look at the numbers.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And Utah making a change here. Love's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Jazz leading by 6. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And here is Williams. Pass to Christie. Now Washington. Christie with it, with the shot. The rebound by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint, here's Love. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So both teams making some changes here. Mavericks trail by 9. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Washington. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
On defense, Utah. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Here's Flagg. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. There's the lob to Markkanen.
Now, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Here's Washington, and it's blocked. They retain possession. And it's Flagg missing. Jazz leading by 11. George fires, and Utah again with the bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And they double up Davis. Pass to Washington. Buries the long-range jumper. Washington's got 21.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Here's Filipowski. He's covered by Washington. Filipowski passes to George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Flagg. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hard to keep up with an athletic rookie like Flagg. He's ready to outrun everybody.
Here's Mikhailuk. Fires the three. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And it's Flagg missing.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Mavericks trail by 15. Knocked away. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. And Markkanen throws it down.
Now that's showing a little bit of straight line speed. Markkanen opening up in transition. Nice.
Now Christie. In the corner, it's Flagg. That one's off. Still out of sync.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The three, Marshall. The rebound by the Jazz. Now here's Markkanen. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
The first one falls. Zadorus, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Utah leading by 20. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen from outside. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Marshall passes to Nembhard. Looking to end the run. P.J. Washington, and that's good. Washington's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs. Outside, Markkanen. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Mavericks trail by 17. Down low, Washington, and he lays it straight in. Washington's got 8 points here in this quarter. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They led the game at 1 point by 20. On the wing, Markkanen. Shot clock at 6.
This is sometimes a difficult thing to contend with. Markkanen's got touch, but he's 7 feet. What do you do if you're an interior defender?
makes the first. And Markkanen drops them both.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Nembhard against George. Cleared away by George.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Nembhard. In the corner, it's Flagg. 3, good.
I like Flagg from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
George looking over the floor. Markkanen a screen on Nembhard. George off the glass.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Mavericks trailed by 18. Now Flagg. No good from 3. Utah's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk with the shot. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Lauri Markkanen.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
That free throw good from George. That one misses. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Powell. Now here is Martin. Powell sets a screen for Martin. The drive by Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love.
Well, you can see the quickness of Dwight Powell on the drive. He can catch defenders off guard.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so Powell nails both of them. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Lori, some efficient shooting for you tonight. How comfortable were you with the looks you were getting?
I was good. Teammates kept finding me. I think I had good looks, and can't really say much. Just try not to think about it too much and just let it go.
Just play the game the way it should be. Congrats on the win, Lori.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.